What up, Mom Boss Summit? I am so excited to be here. Say what up if you're live in the comments. Terry Augustine Boyle, aka Text Marketing Guru, coming at you. We are going to talk all things about making your life simple by backwards designing your content, which I will get into. As you can see, I got a little bit of the energy going on. Jersey girl in the house. So, speaking of Jersey, drop in the comments, where are you joining from? Yes, this is me in real life. This is my energy level. I try to keep it up at all times. Before I got on here, I was doing a little dance move like, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. That's how we got to show up, right? All right. So, we're going to talk a bit about backwards designing your business for simplicity. I'm going to break down like a week for you what I do to work smarter, not harder. Like I touched on, I teach people how to use texting in their business to work smarter, not harder with this content plan. So we're going to marry the two together. We're going to have a little bit of fun here today. But I am just so dang excited. This group is amazing. So many powerhouse speakers. Like, I hope y'all are really diving into all of this free value. And I am so excited to be connecting with all of you right here. All right. So my name's Carrie. Like I said, I am a mom of 3. I was a high school Spanish teacher for 10 years. I resigned 3 years ago now, and I work full-time online, connecting with amazing humans like all of you, and I love it. It's my true calling. It's my passion. My high school students did not appreciate this energy at all. So now I love what I do. I love to coach and help and mentor others and just all the things. It sets my soul on fire. Everything in life happens for a reason. I got into online network marketing when I had gone through a divorce. I was at the lowest point in my life. Now I'm at like one of the highest points in my life. And it's just, again, I try to motivate and encourage and tell people, stick the path. You don't know why it's happening now. I told my students the same thing when they were down and out in the classroom. You might not know why you're going through something right now. You might not know why it's hard. You might not know why you feel like you're hitting a brick wall, but it all happens. EHFAR, everything happens for a reason. All right. So let's get into this. Are you ready? Drop me the word ready in the comments. Drop me some fire emojis. I'm the emoji queen. P.S. I love emojis. So feel free to emoji up that comment section. All right. So let's talk backwards designing. All right. I remember years ago, when I went to a professional development day. Teachers had to go to PD every year, and we would have to learn and enhance our minds like you are right now. And I remember I had gone to this session. It was very early in my career, and I listened to a man by the name of Grant Wiggins. Don't know if any of you know him. He had done a presentation on backwards design. And the one thing that resonated in my mind was he broke it down and he said, if you were to build a bicycle, if you gave a kid a book to build a bicycle, would you just give the book and say, here are the parts and here's the completed bike, go from here to here? And we all looked at each other like, no, how would you know how to go from a pile of parts to a finished bike? That's the idea of backwards designing. You want the finished bike, but now you got to break it down into sizable chunks. At the time, I was learning about the classroom for students, right? We need to do the same when it comes to our content, our strategy, what our goal is, backwards design it to make our lives simpler, to work smarter, not harder, to have a strategy in place. So that's what I want to talk to you a little bit about today, how to do that, how to effectively set yourself up for success. And then as we get into it, I'm going to tie it into the texting that I teach people how to do. All right. So what I do personally for my weeks, right? When I sit down on Sundays, I like to do this on Sundays. Do you guys content plan? Do you sit down and try to figure out what you're doing at all? I'm curious. Do you content plan on Sunday, morning, night? Do you wait until Monday? So I used to wing. I was guilty. You could drop the word guilty if this is you. I was guilty of just winging it on a daily basis. I would get up. I had no clue what I was posting. There was really kind of no rhyme or reason. I was like, all right, I'll just post this today, or I'll just wake up and, wing it with this. Until after being in the network marketing space for a few years and watching the successful people, success leaves clues. I watched what they were doing and I was like, there's a little bit of a strategy going on here. Listened to a bunch of trainings, and in came this idea of the backwards designing that I had learned many years before that, and these successful people. And I started to implement what I do now, what I'm going to encourage you to do. So if you, let's just, for example, say that you know that you have a mid-month or a month-end promo coming up for a specific product. We typically know a little bit ahead of time, right? Or you know something that's going on, or you are about to launch a course or something, right? You have that period of time where you're building up to it. You know, let's just say Friday. Let's say that it's Monday and we have 5 days. It's Sunday. We're planning our content, and you have this Friday, something's going on. The bicycle, right? You have to build up to get there before Friday. So on my notepad, what I do each Sunday night, I write down my days, Monday through Friday, and I bring people on this journey to get to Friday. So what I like to do when I create my content and I get a lot of engagement on my newsfeed is I like to build those relatable moments, those me too moments with my followers, right? For them to read something and I draw them in, you know, it's a me too, or they want to engage and answer a question, or, you know, they're drawn in to me. So I write out my week, Monday through Friday. Monday, I love engagement. You guys, engagement posts are amazing. So if I know, let's just say, I'm going to pick something random. Let's say we have a promo on a coffee product coming up on Friday. I try to pick an engagement post that prior Monday that has something to do with that. How many cups of coffee do you drink a day? Coffee hot or cold? How much sugar do you put in your coffee? Something where, what do you drink every day for energy? Are you a coffee drinker? How many cups of coffee do you drink? I try to brainstorm. That's coffee. If we're talking leggings, maybe you have a leggings sale coming up. How many pairs of leggings do you own? How many days a week do you wear leggings? Favorite brands of leggings? Maybe you have a makeup sale coming up, right? Something that has to do with makeup. You know, how often do you buy a new eyeshadow? Eye colors? Do you like light or dark? Something that you're like basically speaking to the group of people that you want to add to your funnel for the sale. Monday, for me, I love engagement. Why? Because after the weekends are like lifestyle posts, right? Weekends are just like people are out doing their things. They're not really on their phones. So Mondays, you got to like hit it hard. So I hit it Monday with an engagement post, get the algorithm cranking, right? Tuesday, in my notepad, I write Monday. I try to brainstorm on Sunday. What is my engagement post going to be on Monday? I like to ask questions. I like this or that. I like fill in the blanks. Something, this is the way I always train. Something that people could answer in the time that it takes to do number 1 in the bathroom. If it's a post that takes the time of number 2, you probably won't get that much engagement. So what is a number 2 post? It's a post that's going to make people think too long. They're going to scroll by because they're like, I don't have time for this. So I try to hit people with a high level of interaction engagement post, which is a number 1. Okay. Does that make sense? Because, you know, at the end of the day, most of the people are engaging with us while they're in the loop. Just saying. Tuesday. So for my Tuesday post, I kind of try to like piggyback it a little bit, right? So if we're talking about coffee, it might be like a coffee statistic on Tuesday. It might be like a coffee beverage that you love, that you're drinking lately. If you're talking about leggings, it might be like something to do with leggings or the quality of a material in a certain leggings, or how you can wear leggings 5 different ways. How you can style one pair of leggings for date night and to go to work by just changing your top, right? If you're talking about makeup, it might be, you know, how to make your eyes look brighter by adding this one thing. Am I making sense, right? Because I kind of go with like typically my Tip Tuesday type of thing. You're giving people some sort of value, muy importante. Wednesday, once we get into Wednesday, for me, it's like one or the other. I might go a little bit of Wednesday wisdom and do like a little mindset or affirmation or something that has to do with like, you know, anything really, like who your ideal person is that you're talking to. Or you could hit them with a little bit of vulnerability. I love vulnerability. Write this down. Vulnerability is you hitting the pain points of your audience, you relating to where they're at, you speaking to their soul, right? A lot of people see us, these online, presences, as an online presence, as a social media influencer, so to speak, and they're like, oh, I can never be her. I can never do what she does. Well, guess what? I can never do what I'm doing right now either, right? So you got to bring it back to their level. Tell them a story. I like to do that midweek. It's like hump day, midweek hump day. I love the stories. Thursday, we're still writing this down on a notepad. Thursdays are so important, right? Here's why, okay? People get paid, a lot of people, on Friday. So you got to hit them with something good on Thursdays. You got to hit them with like something, really dangling that carrot for what's coming up on Friday. You're sharing some product. You're sharing like some excitement. You're creating some FOMO. Holy crap, there's something coming tomorrow. You're not going to want to miss this. And you're doubling up. I know we're talking posts, but whatever you're doing on the posts, you want to do double down in the stories. Just saying. So I'm doing that on Thursdays. I'm hitting people hard. And then Friday, you're unleashing. You're unleashing whatever's going on. You are rolling it out. You're all in, right? So this is what I do each week. I have my same cycle because I'm just going to throw some random tips in here. Okay. Are you guys cool with that? You cool with that? So you want to be known for something, right? When people come and hang out on your wall and they scroll your feed, what are you about? It's your resume there on your newsfeed, right? Think about people that you follow, people that you engage with. You know them for something. You know what to expect from them typically, right? People think that same way about you. I didn't know this for a long time. Again, I was just winging it. I was winging content all over the place. Now people start to see you in their newsfeed and they're like, oh, I can't wait to read her post. I can't wait to see what she's sharing, right? Same thing. Create that experience over and over and over. So when they see you, they know what to expect. You're speaking to the newest person rolling up on your newsfeed. Okay. So this is my same strategy week after week. Sunday night, I sit down with a notepad on my phone. Sometimes I do it on an index card and I plug in my content. The one thing that takes precedence with the content is if anything above and beyond is going on in my life. Anniversaries, birthdays, celebrations, things like that. That's going to take precedence with my content. Okay. Is everybody with me? Are we good? Okay. So I do that. That's my backwards design. Take it from Friday backwards. Where do you need to be? What do you have coming up? Do you have a promo going on? And get ready, right? You're backwards designing it. Now let's talk texting. Yes, y'all want to talk texting? Okay, so texting is this idea that all of these people that we're talking to Monday through Friday, all month long, all the time, we are connecting with them on social, in the posts and the comments, the likes and the loves, in the DMs, right? But at the end of the day, are you collecting them? And what do I mean by that? So what I mean is, do you have a method for how you are collecting these people so that you can create conversations with them ongoing, so that you can convert them from a like or a love or a comment into a customer? I got you, boo. That's what I teach marketers like yourself, mompreneurs like all of you, to do. I teach mompreneurs, network marketers, social sellers, direct sellers, how to get those likes, loves, and comments, the leads from social, and add them to a text list. How many of you are using text messaging in your online business? Anyone here using it yet? Drop it in the comments. Are you using Project Broadcast, Shout, or something? Because I started using it a few years ago, like many of you might be using it right now, and I was using it as a tool. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, all right, let me dial it down. Let me dial it back. When I first found text messaging, my business was growing at a rate that I couldn't keep up, right? I was on top of connecting with current customers I already had and my team. I was losing people in the follow-up. I was copying and pasting. I was getting ghosted. It was bananas. Y'all feel me? Can anybody relate to that? I was trying to keep up. That was just my business, let alone my life? What about my family, my kids, I was still a teacher at the time. I didn't know what hand was juggling. I was all over the place. It was insane. So I found text messaging, right? I saw a friend that was using it, and she was downloading her people from her back office, uploading them into the app. She would type out a message, send it, get orders. I was like, wow, this is amazing. I started using it. Then I started to realize that where I was getting orders, I was also getting people dropping off. I was turning into like the spammy, salesy, texty girl. And I didn't want that. So that is where one day I had an epiphany, a moment of me analyzing backwards. And I was like, how can I take this experience of all my emotions that I'm having, right? I'm trying to talk to too many people. I'm trying to juggle too many plates. I want to keep customers happy. I want to get new leads. How can I take all of that and apply it to this texting platform that I saw had a ton of potential? It had all this potential that I could use an app on my phone, that I could text people easily, that text messages have a 99% open rate. I'm like, how can I leverage this with all the people that are getting left in notepads, the people that are on my posts? And that is where I started to capture leads and build a text list. Have you ever heard of this? It's like brilliant beyond brilliant. It's a way for me to get people from social onto my text list without asking them for their phone number or their name, but in using value. So you're probably wondering, what is this value? So have you ever, you actually did it for this summit here. Have you ever entered your first name, last name, and email into a form, and then something happens, like you get a download or a tutorial, or you get added to a summit? Has that ever happened to you? Yep, it happened to me thousands of times too. Well, now I do the same thing, but on text. So I teach mompreneurs like yourself how to get leads from the likes and the comments and the DMs and the story watchers and the short form reels over to your text list in exchange for some sort of information, in exchange for some sort of value, in exchange for something going on. Would you love to learn how to do that? Because it is brilliant beyond brilliant. It allows me to work smarter, not harder. It allows me to leverage the 99% open rate. It allows me to be a present mom. It allows me to have fun and enjoy working my business because I'm not getting ghosted all day long. My fingers aren't getting worn out from sending copy and paste messages all day long. I'm not arguing with my husband because I'm glued to my phone. I'm not shushing my kids, telling them I'll be right there. It has taken my business next level in conjunction with planning the content. Now I get to plan content that surrounds this idea of whatever's going on in my current company, right? If there's a promo or if I have something coming up with coaching, whatever, right? It combines that with the lead capturing, the exchange of information to get these people on my list so that I can build relationships with them via text and not have all the drama trauma over here on the social media. So I land the plane quick. I like to teach this whole like work smarter, not harder, keep it simple and to the point. I didn't want to like go crazy and overwhelm everyone, but I also wanted to expand your vision here a little bit on the potential of using texting as, an alternate route to grow things, to provide people with an experience, to nurture not only your customers like I was doing, but to nurture the leads and build the relationships so that you can convert them to customers. Would you like to learn how to do that? It's a lot of fun. So yes, this is my strategy. This is what I do. This is what I teach others how to do. When I get done this video here, we will edit above with some information how you can connect with me, and I'll show you how to set up this exact strategy and have fun with it and connect with me. And yeah, so that is what I got for y'all today. I am so excited for the remaining time here in this summit. I'm over here soaking up all the value. I believe that we can never learn too much and that success leaves massive clues. I appreciate all of you. If I gave you some value today, drop me the hashtag value here in the comments. I would ever so appreciate it. Or if you want to take a screenshot and post it to social and tag me, I would love you so much. So hope you all have an amazing day. Y'all are rock stars.